Hey, what's going on? It's Jason Lucchese, and welcome to the official No Flipping Excuses YouTube channel. I'm alongside Mr. Jason Palliser. I hope you all are doing great today. We've got a good one for you, but before we hop into it, make sure if you haven't become a subscriber that you do that by clicking the red button below and clicking that notification bell so that you get notified of whenever we have brand new episodes. And if you enjoy this video, give us a thumbs up. And I'm sure you're probably going to want to leave a comment, especially after the information that we are going to share with you today. Jason, man, crazy article I have here from therealdeal.com. The link will be below in the description section so that you could check it out yourself.
Yeah, check out the article for sure.
But dude, LA landlords are struggling.
Capital S.
Dude, $1 billion in pandemic back rent due. And as of right now, that whole entire state didn't really handle the pandemic well to begin with, especially for investors. They're struggling big time. And this opens the floodgates, in my opinion. We made a video and it did really, really well probably 2-3 years ago with being able to find tired landlords.
Yep.
And I could tell you right now with the utmost certainty, it's not just LA that is struggling right now, Jay. It's many investors across the country
without a doubt
are struggling with these properties. They're trying to get them rented. Rents are, they're dropping. People are just not doing some of the things that they did before. So with that said, what do you feel with this? I don't know. $1 billion is a lot in back due rent.
Yep.
I don't know how they're going to be able to collect that without the state getting even more in debt, because as we both know, California is not ran really well. So I have no idea how these landlords are going to get this money back. So what kind of opportunity does that open up for people like possibly wanting to pounce on coming in here? Because we, at the end of the day, we're capitalists. If we could help some people out, tired landlords that, are owed tons of money. What does that kind of open up for people?
It's simple math. If you have a property that you own and you have bills, even if you owned it free and clear, you're still paying taxes, you're still paying insurance on it. You've got upkeep, this, that, and the other thing. And now you stack on top of that, and you have a mortgage, and you stack on top of that your renter that's in there isn't paying, and they can't get kicked out legally because during COVID, on top of having to wear a mask, now all of a sudden we can't kick you out. That'd be unfair because some of you can't go to work. Everybody knows what happened. Everybody knows that it wasn't handled well. It could have been handled better. I think everyone that hears this knows that. But what happened? Well, now you've had landlords, some of them that are going on 3 years without getting rental payments, and they haven't been able to evict, right? Well, that article came out because collectively you're over $1 billion in rent owed. What does that mean? That puts pressure. That puts pressure on landlords. Some of them are literally at the breaking point. Some of them that had property for years are now tired of it. They're like, I'm over it. And that is that's a zenith moment. The exact moment that you should be talking to them.
I had one of those TVs when I was younger, a Zenith. I don't even think they're around that. I haven't heard that word in a while. And Jay, you're bringing up some really good, valid points here. Like this Universe Holdings, it's a company which owns and manages more than 1,000 units in Los Angeles.
Yeah,
they created a 3-person task force at the beginning of the pandemic devoted to collecting rent from delinquent tenants. So they hired a special task force just to go after
I just like the fact
these.
they call it a task force.
I know, right? It sounds like, it's going to be like some SWAT team going in to get the money back.
You notice that they didn't say, we hired a welcome team that we just welcome into our facility and our management company. No, they hired a task force. I would call it an assassins team to try and collect payments, and by and large, not very fruitful.
Right. And, as I scroll down a little bit more, this company here that, I was discussing, their CEO said that they're getting some of the rent, but it's not all.
Correct.
They're trying to wiggle as much as they can, but gosh, it's been over with now for a while. Like these people need to go to work.
Think about the cascading here. As you're listening, think about this. Okay. So think about this logically for a second. It's not just the landlord. A landlord hires a property management company. The property management company gets a portion of the rent for managing it. Do you know how awkward these conversations are when the management company goes, "Hey, yet again, just nothing new to report. You're not getting any rents." Do you know how awkward that conversation is? So it's not just affecting the landlord. It goes down. It just starts trickling downhill and affects property management companies. The people that the property management companies hire to keep things looking nice and tidy, they're getting less calls because they're like, well, we're going to have to let that sit for a bit because we don't have the capital to do it. Okay. So that is where you come in as an investor. So you need to make it your life's mission to speak to and try and help every tired landlord that you can.
Yeah. Make it known.
Right.
Make it known. Like you should be the person in your area that people know, hey, this person's a problem solver. And Jay, one of the things that we did in that video a while ago, we discussed a site called gosection8.com, but it's now a different platform, which I'll get to here in just a moment. But Jason, you bring up a zenith moment here, a zenith moment.
I like the word zenith. Thank you.
I do. You know, it just
that touches my heart that you
rolls off the
repeated that.
tongue really well, and I'm
I love
probably
that.
not even using it properly right here. But
I love that.
I could tell you, and I love LinkedIn for this whole entire thing that we're about to hop into. And if you guys are liking this video so far, and we're about to hop into some juicy details here, make sure you subscribe. Click the button below. It's like a little red button. Click that button. If you like the content so far, make sure you give it a thumbs up, drop a comment below. But one of the things with LinkedIn, Jason, you brought up property managers, right? What do they manage? They manage properties.
Correct.
So we could probably find a ton of property managers on LinkedIn, like right this second, and we could start having conversations with them. Jason, if I called you were a property manager, what kind of conversations would you want to have with somebody right now? Like say you're not getting rent on some of your properties that you're managing for some investors. Mm-hmm. What would be like an opportunity there be like? Like what would you want to have said in order for us to possibly talk a little bit more in detail about getting some of those properties moved so that you could add properties that are actually producing rent on a monthly basis?
Hey, while you're learning, stop for a second and get the book, The Art of Flipping Deals. Here's how easy it is. Just go to the website, theflippingbook.com, and what you're going to have is an instant download on how we flip deal after deal after deal with predictability that others can't find. Yeah, I would just tell them, like, if you're trying to speak to a property manager, what I would say is, hey, look, I would like to create an ongoing relationship with you. Look, I know right now your profession is not as popular as it once was before the pandemic. I know it's harder to collect rents. And so in light of that, I have myself and people that I work with that would love to purchase the asset. If you have any landlords that are tired and just done with it, because I know that you're going to lose clients over this. Well, I'd like to be a client. I'd like to create a relationship with you. Like if I can come pick up the asset because you know that some of these landlords are tired and they say they're just done with it, they're no longer going to be a part of the rents that you collect. Well, I'd like to potentially purchase some of those properties, and I'll even put in writing that I'll let you do the property management services. So that is music to a property manager's ear. So if you have anybody that's tired and said, hey, I'm just going to sell, that is lost revenue for you. But you can also be the knight in shining armor and say, hey, look, if you are going to sell, instead of listening and paying all these fees and this and that, I do have somebody that I work with, Jason at Allied Property, that would be interested in talking to you about it. Are you open to that? And so you create that don't say, hey, you got some low hanging fruit there that stop being a slick car salesman. Just say, I'd like an ongoing relationship with you. Some of those assets you're about to lose, I might want to purchase. And I would love to have you manage them. I'll even put it in writing. Any lead that you give me on a property owner that's just worn out and tired that I end up purchasing, and we keep it for cash flow. You manage it.
Well, the other thing too, Jay, is a lot of these folks that are property managers, they have to have their real estate license. So if we could come in, we could be a problem solver for them and start seeing if we can be helpful with any of their individuals, their investors that they're working with. The opportunity that we could present to them is, hey, if you bring us a deal, you're a licensed agent, you can get paid on that side of the deal. You'll get taken care of. And
correct,
that property will now come to you because we want you to be the property manager on it. So now it's a double win for them.
Yeah, correct. Now they have two ways to make money working with you. Do you see how if you politely position yourself the right way and you come truly, like your company should be known for solving problems and helping everybody. It's not just solving a problem and helping out just an end landlord or homeowner. Yeah. Hey, I'll help you with your property management company. You can also let them know, hey, if we have an ongoing relationship and you start referring me these tired landlords and we start working together, if it's okay with you, I'll also post in our local real estate Facebook groups that it's a pleasure working with you and your company and help you try and get more property under management. That's called working together. Here's the fun part for me, which a lot of times people forget, Jason. To do that cost me $0.0 in my marketing budget.
Yep.
And if I have a referral relationship, I get a referral from someone else, which means that person's ready to talk to me because it wasn't just me selling myself. They're like, yeah, you should talk to this person. I think all of us know that that's a high level referral. And the cherry on top is this: I'm not competing against other investors. If I get a direct referral, they're probably not talking to anybody else.
Yeah.
Right?
Probably, no.
So I hope you understand as we're delivering this information to you and building some new parts of your investor brain that, well, yeah, why don't I have referral sources set up that I get referrals as a third party referral to me? So they've already sold my services pretty much. And it's a lead that I didn't have to pay for. Oh, and I'm not competing against other swarthy investors in town.
Right. And
that's a victory.
It is. It's an absolute victory. You should be in the referral business here. As a CEO, you should always be having referrals come into your business. And outside of affordablehousing.com, which is now the new domain that Go Section 8 was originally, you could go on there and find tons of landlords. But if you would like for us to do a special training video that we would put here on the YouTube channel, we could go in depth and show you exactly how to find property managers in your area that have investors that they're working with that are probably looking to sell properties right now in today's market. If you would like that, make sure you drop a comment below and say, hey, I would love that training. Let us know that. And also make sure you click that subscribe button below. We would love to have you as a subscriber. You'll get notified too. If we do that video, if we get enough comments, we'll do that training on LinkedIn for finding the property managers. You'll get notified, but you can only get that notification if you're a subscriber. You click that notification bell and also just give us that thumbs up too. But
correct.
Jay, is there anything else that you want to share before we go ahead and wrap it up?
I would just simply say that, as the market shifts, I need you to have as many tentacles in the marketplace to grab off market deals. This is a good one, property managers. And most investors that you know or network with online or locally in your marketplace, they don't talk about this because no one teaches you to do it. And especially if we do roll out that video that shows you from your house without even having to start your car, how to go and grab property managers, have an intelligent conversation with them. And just so you know, one of them that says, yeah, I could do that. Literally, it could be 20 closings in the next 24 months.
Easily.
Like $0.0 in your marketing budget. All you in the marketplace feel pressure when you start spending more money to get deals closed. So this is a way to do it without breaking the bank.
Absolutely. And hey, thank you for tuning into today's video on the No Flipping Excuses channel. Much appreciated, my friend. I'll look for your comment below, and I'll also look to give you a shout out on one of our upcoming videos as a brand new subscriber. If you're already an existing subscriber, I appreciate you so much. On behalf of Mr. Jason Palliser and myself, We'll see you on the next video. Take care. Bye
See
now.
you, folks. Hey, Jason Palliser here with the No Flipping Excuses channel. Hey, thanks for watching our videos, but we want you to take it to the next level. So what I want you to do is go to jointhetaxwebinar.com, where you can watch a free webinar on our favorite lead source, which is tax delinquent leads, where you can get exclusive inbound leads where they're calling you and not on the MLS, and have homeowners begging to talk to you. So it's our gift to you. Join that. Go to jointhetaxwebinar.com, and we look to see you on the inside.